Looking? Alright, everybody look away for a second. Alright, now everybody look back at the skyline. See, it's already changed. In fact, they tell us the only constant in New York City is change. You see the cranes in between the skyscrapers, they're building new skyscrapers as we speak, as the city itself just keeps reinventing itself over and over again because of its character. Again, it goes back to people like you, come from all over the world every day to contribute your genius to us every day. Famous writer O. Henry used to say, it'll be one heck of a city if anyone ever finishes it, but it never will because the city itself just keeps reinventing itself over and over again because of its character. Right? More on that later. Speaking of character, look at your left, you see the first of the three, the great wonders that we're going to see today, folks. It is the Empire State Building. You can't miss it. It's the tallest building in Midtown Manhattan today. Was the tallest building in the world when they built it in 1930, and it stayed the tallest building in the world for a world record 45 years. That'll be tough to beat, even by today's standards. It is 102 stories tall, considered by many to be the greatest skyscraper of them all. And for many reasons. Now, first of all, she sits on Manhattan's Fifth Avenue, which most of you know, Fifth Avenue is everybody's favorite address. Fifth Avenue divides Manhattan's east from west. Empire has not just one, but two zip codes exclusively to herself. That's how popular she is. And the 102nd floor, the very top floor of the Empire State, was originally designed as an airport. Believe it or not, it was an airport that was supposed to take off and land airships or zeppelins. It was in 1930. That's the new way to travel across the ocean, airship travel. This idea that worked out so beautifully on paper failed miserably in practical use. It was completely ineffective and otherwise impossible to land zeppelins on top of Empire. So they had to scrap that idea immediately and wait for that big old 707 to fly over the ocean. Empire was just a little bit ahead of its time. Now, if I got your attention on the skyline, drop it down to the shoreline for a second. And you see, the shoreline of Manhattan today is radically different than it was just a half century ago. The height of commercial shipping. Now, New York City has the largest natural shipping port in the world. To give you some perspective how big this harbor is, the next four largest harbors in the world can all fit inside of us side by side, and we still have room left over, some other harbors. For over 3.5 centuries, New York City led the entire world in the industry of commercial shipping. 1/3 of the entire world's shipping was dumped in this port right here all those years, and then it all ended overnight, just like that, with one simple invention, one radical invention that redefined the way we ship things, and that was the 747, the jumbo jet airplane. Because once people started to fly their stuff around, shipping pretty much became obsolete in most cities. Here in New York, most of you guys know our airport's all the way out on the other side of the city, in a place we call Queens. But it's not pretty quiet around here, shipping-wise. It's actually non-existent. The only shipping activity we got left here is literally ferry boats like us, or the odd tugboat you'll see cutting through every now and again. And that's going to be a pretty quiet ride out here today, folks. So quiet that if you listen up real carefully, you don't hear anything. It's a naturally quiet harbor. But it's gotten a lot cleaner, too. Just look at the Hudson River. You can tell yourself how clean it's gotten. We don't dump trash.